The cholera epidemic in Zimbabwe is one of the most graphic signs of the ongoing crisis in that nation. An easily preventable and treatable disease, cholera has killed several thousand people in Zimbabwe in recent months. The disease has now spread across the border, infecting several thousand people in South Africa and killing more than 50. It has become a major problem for health officials here. Dr. Fabrizio Ferli of Doctors Without Borders works at a camp in Musina, 12 kilometers from the border, that is home to an estimated 7,000 refugees. He says cholera is still a threat.
Because, of course, the epidemic is not finished in Zimbabwe and should not be considered finished in this area. We are still seeing cholera cases here. We are taking samples and considering as a cholera patient all the acute watery diarrhea we are finding here at the moment.
Medical staff are also seeing many cases of malaria, tuberculosis, and HIV/AIDS. They say many refugees are crossing the border to seek medical treatment that is no longer available in Zimbabwe. Aid workers say they are surprised by the number of mothers with small children who are fleeing Zimbabwe. They care for these tiny refugees in special drop-in centers, which are off-limits to others. Agnes Moyo brings her 6-month-old baby to the center every day. She says she left home after supporters of the ruling ZANU-PF party badly beat her father.
I can't go back to Zimbabwe because I can say I can't, because I have so many consequences, so I can't go there.
Some school-age children have been placed in local schools, but most go to informal classrooms staffed by volunteer teachers. Because of the influx, the South African government has installed mobile offices to register people applying for political asylum. But the staff can only register 300 applicants per day. More than 2,000 are still waiting to register, and more arrive each day. Some are desperate because without papers they can be arrested and deported. 23-year-old asylum applicant Mike Ziva is like many of those who have fled to South Africa.
I leave Zimbabwe just because there are some hard conditions to live outside there. One is only due to political violence, political instability, and then health is very poor. People that are dying with cholera, even education, the schools are closed tonight.
And there are those who have no family. Aid workers are especially worried about some 1,500 unaccompanied children who are considered especially vulnerable to exploitation. There is little food, and most sleep out in the open. It is a tough existence. But they get by on hope and survival skills. For whatever their reason for leaving home, virtually none of them plan to return. Scott Bobb, VOA News, Musina, South Africa.